So this is my current college morning routine. So first thing I like to do is to turn on the light, and then I like to open up the blinds and get some more light into the room. So then I like to open up my drawer and get items that I need. So my hair scrunchie, my hairband, and my hairbrush. Then brush out my hair, and then using the hair scrunchie I just put my hair back so when I go to wash my face my hair is out of my way. And then I like to put on my hairband to get rid of like my bangs from my face. And then I like to immediately get rid of the loose strands of hair in my hairbrush and dispose of them into the garbage. And then I'm on my way to the restroom to get ready. So first thing I like to do is I like to cleanse my face. I've been using Fenty Skin lately, so I'm just like rubbing it into my hands with some water and then rubbing in circular motions it all over my face, and then of course using cold water to rinse it all off. And then immediately I like to put it back where it was before to keep things organized. And I like to use a piece of paper towel to dry my face off, and always tap onto your face. And then next I like to use the Fenty Skin Facial Moisturizer. So for this one I just pump 2 pumps into my hand and then put it all over my face and neck, and of course pat it in. And then of course put it back where it was. Then I'm gonna be brushing my teeth next, so I'm using this Crest 3D White, and I use an electric toothbrush. So here I am just putting it together. And then I typically brush for 2 minutes, and then I just spit that all out and dry my electric toothbrush, and of course my face too. And then I like to put that stuff back and grab my manual toothbrush and this Crest Scope toothpaste. This, I use it to brush my tongue so that my tongue is nice and fresh. Rinse off my toothbrush and then put them back and dry my face again. And then I also like to use this tongue scraper and just scrape off anything else that's still on my tongue. And then next I like to floss. So here I am just taking a piece of floss and then flossing my teeth with it, and then putting it back of course. And next I like to use mouthwash, and I try to like mix it in my mouth for about 1 minute, and then of course spitting it out and rinsing out my mouth, and then putting that away and drying my face again. And then next I like to take a Q-tip and wet it and then clean around my piercings in my ear. And then of course you gotta use perfume. So here's me just spraying 1 spritz on my neck and then putting it away, and then we are done with the restroom. So next it's time to put on some makeup. So I'm just taking out my eyeshadow palette that I like to use, and also a brush so that I can do my eyebrows. So here's me just putting on some dark brown eyeshadow into my eyebrows. And then I like to take out my eyelash curler and also my mascara. And this mascara is called Heroin Make, and it's really good if you have like Asian eyelashes which are like straight. This one actually helps to curl your eyelashes, because like normal mascara, I don't know, for me it just doesn't work. So here I am just curling my eyelashes and then applying mascara to them. And then next it's time to lotion. So I'm just taking out my lotion and lotioning firstly my arms, both of my legs, and then my belly. And you can't forget to do your back as well, and of course your feet. And then I'm going to be using this EOS lip balm to moisturize my lips. And then I always wear my cross necklace, so here's me just putting it on, and I always put it like underneath my clothes. And then I usually walk over to my clothes and apply some deodorant. And this deodorant is by Native, and I like the container. It's just like easier instead of using like the regular like deodorant containers where you have to like push it up. This one, like, it looks like a lip balm. So because today is Valentine's Day, I'm just picking out a pink sweater and then also choosing some earrings to put on. Of course, I gotta put on my tortoise necklace, so I am always like reminded of my pet tortoise, Tortellini. This isn't actually him on the necklace, it's just like some random tortoise. And then it's time to make some breakfast. So here's me just washing some pieces of the green onion, and then grabbing a plate so I can butter my bagel. And then of course cracking my eggs into the bowl, and then disposing of the eggshells into the compost. And then because we can only use the microwave, so this is just me putting my eggs into the microwave for about a minute and a half. And then I'm just putting the stuff that I took out that I don't need anymore back into the fridge. And my eggs are ready, so I'm just gonna be putting them onto my bagel, and then washing some dishes, and taking out my Seneca mug and some apple juice from the fridge and pouring it into my glass, and then taking out a straw. And then I'm just gonna be grabbing that and also my bagel. I'm bringing it to my dorm room and sitting it down onto my desk and grabbing my big 2.2 liter water bottle to go fill up from the sink. It's very important to drink water. And then taking my fish oil, and then today I felt like putting my hair into pigtails. And then because today is Monday, I do have my Leadership for Managers lecture at 9:50, and that class goes till about 11:35. And then at 11:40, I do have my Business Finance Taxation lecture, and that goes till about 1:25 p.m. Anyways, I just finished my Business Finance Taxation class, so I just wanted to say that was my college morning routine. And also I wanted to say happy Valentine's Day. I also got this like a couple days ago, I think. I don't know if it's like in the shape of a rose or if it's just like the container, I guess. But we'll see. I've never like bought one of these before. Oh yeah, see? It looks like it would be like a chocolate rose, but inside, just these. I mean, these are good, don't get me wrong, but I thought it would be like in the shape of a rose, like, and then the stem, I guess.
Temptation's taking over my body. You know you're my one and only. Just couldn't wait for you to call me. Life without you couldn't stay enough. So won't you just love me like you used to love me? Or won't you just touch me like you used to touch me? No more biting on my tongue, I'll get it off my chest. It's easy on my lungs as they decompose. So won't you just love me like you used to love me, love me.
So it's currently 8 p.m. I just made dinner for myself, like some frozen meatballs, canned kidney beans, and like some basmati rice that I put like soy sauce on for taste. So, because I was running out of like meals here, so I needed to go grocery shopping and I wanted to eat like something different. So we'll see if this tastes good. The rice, I guess I could have cooked it a little bit less. It's a little bit overcooked. Crunchy. Let's try the meatballs. The meatballs are always good. And then since today is Valentine's Day, at Food Basics I also got some roses, which are like basically my children. But I think I'm gonna put it in this because like I need a tall like glass, but I don't have one. It smells so good. I love roses. I don't know if you're like supposed to cut the bottom off. I am not sure. But I'm gonna fill this up with water. There we go. And I guess put it in. Where's the other one? Ooh, this is so cute. There we go. They actually don't tip over. They just lean. They're so pretty. The Raptors are facing the Pelicans and they're playing right now. So I think I'm gonna watch that like while I eat, and then after I eat I'm gonna like do the rest of my assignments, edit, and then I'll call it a night.
You say I'm it, and all your actions match with your words. I say
I think I'm going to like take the petals off and like do one of those like cheesy hearts, because I've always like seen them, or maybe just sprinkle it on my bed, but I've always like seen it done and it just looks so pretty. Oh, it comes off easily. Or maybe I'll do it in like a rose, like nice and thick. Yeah, I'll do that instead. The heart is too cheesy. Okay, there we go. There's actually like a lot of petals in this. Okay, now to do like this swirl. I've never seen like the middle before, but that is pretty cool. Done. And then back to that. Oh, that is so cute. So this is what it looks like. Pretty cute. I use like the stem here just to be the stem. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready for bed, so I'll see you tomorrow.